Hello and welcome to Vlogmas day 23. I thought today I would brush my hair. It hasn't still kind of happened. I thought today that I would do something different and tell you about some of our favourite Christmas songs that aren't your traditional ones, but also I asked my friends on Facebook for suggestions as well of songs that they knew that were part of their childhood or that they could suggest for me as being left of centre Christmas songs, I think was the term that I used. So this morning I have been busy compiling my left of centre Christmas song list for you. And as I said, some of these are favourites that are already in our playlist, and some of them I would imagine will make it there. I'm going to put either links to YouTube channels in the description. I'm also going to try and do a Spotify playlist, and I think it's called Weird and Wonderful Christmas. Hopefully there will be a YouTube playlist and there will be a Spotify playlist of. So my friend Jen suggested Dominic the donkey. Dominic is an Italian Christmas donkey who Santa uses when he gets to Italy because the reindeers just can't get up the Italian mountains. So Dominic steps in and helps Santa out to pull the sleigh. It's a cute little song. Number 2, my friend Heather suggested Pablo the reindeer. Pablo the reindeer is all about a Mexican, as the name might suggest, is about a Mexican reindeer who Santa uses. Pablo becomes Santa's personal GPS and helps navigate his way around, but also helps him overcome any language difficulties. Unfortunately, all the links that both Heather and I could find on YouTube were all choirs singing them, but I'll try and find the best one and put that in there because it's a really cute little song. I like it. My friend Christine suggested one that's already a big family favourite of ours. It's been in my playlist for as long as I can remember. Our favourite version these days is by Colin Buchanan. But Six White Boomers, for those of you who don't know, is an Australian slang term or strine for kangaroos. So this song is all about a little Joey kangaroo who loses his mum. Santa comes to his rescue and takes him around Australia in his sleigh pulled by 6 white boomers and helps him find his mother. It's a cutie. Now, this is a new to me one. I hadn't heard this one before. My friend Dodie suggested it. It's called Stuck in the Smoke Hole of Our Teepee, and from what I can gather, it's down on YouTube as an Aboriginal Christmas song, but I think it must be like a Canadian Aboriginals, because when I did some research about the politically correct terms to use, it said that Aboriginal is often used to describe both Australian Aboriginals and Canadian. So, but just to give you a bit of a background to that story. Isn't it great that Christmas songs can teach us so much about culture and the world? This song, as the name might suggest, is about Santa getting stuck in a teepee as he comes to deliver presents, and just how such a foreign thing that Santa seems to be to this local tribe, and what they do about Santa, and how they deal with that situation. I'm just going to put a warning in there that while the song is, I think I would play it to my children, it is suitable, there may be a reindeer that gets eaten. So it kind of gets glossed over a little bit and it isn't highly noticeable, but if you do have sensitive children, I'm just letting you know that, because I would hate to be the one that upsets a child by a reindeer getting eaten. For me, it ties into the cultural relevancy of what probably would happen in that kind of situation. So I personally have no ethical or moral problem with that, but because they're your children to make your decisions with, I'm just letting you know that. Another one by Dodie. Dodie is obviously like the queen of Christmas songs, is one called Santa Went Down to Georgia, and for those who like a little bit of rock to their Christmas list, this one's for you. Santa goes down a chimney in Georgia, finds a special plate of food waiting for him, gets stuck in the house because he's too fat to go back up the chimney, and meets a 4-year-old boy who challenges Santa to carol off, I suppose. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was a great little song, especially if you're like me and like a bit of rock in your life. So thanks, Dodie. Another one by Dodie was I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Now this is an old one. We've all had children that have asked impossible things for Christmas, and that, you know, they want things like reindeers or, you know, things that they just simply cannot have. So this Christmas song is about those kind of children that ask for the impossible on Christmas. And this little girl has asked for a hippopotamus. Good, harmless fun. My friend Deb recommended a Christmas song that's from the Charlie Brown show, movies, cartoon. I didn't know it. It's called Christmas Time Is Here. I can't find the one on Spotify that Deb has recommended, but I can find it on YouTube. And she has recommended a version called by Dark, Dark, Dark. And I agree, like I think it's a far nicer version than the one, like the original. Thanks, Deb, for that. For those of you who are Charlie Brown fans and might know the song already, check out Dark, Dark, Dark's version of it. I think it's really lovely. So one that I found when looking around, which is a new to me song, but will definitely end up on our Christmas list, is one called Santa's Boot Scoot and Boogie. Who doesn't like to boot scoot? Well, probably loads of people, but yeah, we don't mind dancing around at Christmas time. For those who like a little bit of country in their Christmas, it's right up there with the kind of songs that are already on our list, so yeah, it's gonna stick. Number 10 is one that I have all kinds of ethical dilemmas about playing, but my kids love it and they don't take it personally like I do. It's so funny. About 10 years ago, probably even longer than that, I came across a song called Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. And I really struggle playing it because I love my mum. We call my mum Grandma. And so I find it, you know, I really struggle with having it on my Christmas list because it just feels too personal. But my kids love the song and they don't have that kind of struggle, and they don't think of Grandma, obviously, when they play it. But it's all about Grandma getting run over by a reindeer as she walks home on Christmas Eve, and how Grandad really comes to terms with that. It's a fun one and it's a good one, and it's certainly catchy, and like I said, it's been on our playlist probably for over 10 years now because Joey's 11 and it was... Hello. And it was on it before then, so... What are you talking about? What am I talking about? I'm doing a Christmas playlist. So that's Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. You know that one? Yeah. Is that number 10? Okay, so I think we're on number 10 now. I've lost count. Another one on our family playlist is Santa's Got a Semi. And it's all about Santa realising that this year there are so many good boys and girls in the year that he's going to need something bigger than a sleigh. And so he pimps a semi with Christmas things and uses it to deliver his toys across the world. Again, it's got a little bit more of a country feel to it.
A magical sleigh, why do you need a semi?
Number 11 was suggested to me by my son Jacob, 17, and this is in his playlist. I've heard him playing it a lot recently, and it's the Aussie version of Jingle Bells. And my daughter was saying the other day that she often gets into trouble when she sings the Aussie version, like her English friends don't like her singing it, but it's kind of what they grew up with. And the Colin Buchanan version. Lastly, number 12 is one that probably reveals a little bit about my psyche. I wouldn't play this to young children. It's great for tween, teen and adult children, but yeah, I would keep it away from the young children. But it's that sort of your age group and a little bit older where, you know, they're just developing that satirical sense of humour. It's a Weird Al Yankovic song, and we love Weird Al. Like, my kids grew up with Weird Al, and it's called The Night Santa Went Crazy. And poor Santa has a bit of a mental breakdown.
I'm surprised he hasn't had one before.
Yeah, he finally flips and wreaks destruction on the world around him. But yeah, again, not for small children who believe in the magical world of Santa. More for children that have grown out of Santa and are looking for the next phase. I don't know. Like I said, it probably reveals an awful lot about my psyche that this is on our playlist. There you have it, the 12 left of centre Christmas songs that are either on our family playlist or will probably become on our family playlist. Oh, look at that, I can make magic happen. So I've been Maria, this has been day 23 of Vlogmas. Wow, Joe, 2 more sleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm counting. I've got it down. I know exactly how many there are. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Say goodbye to the people, Joe.
Bye.